I am Priestess Makala, as well as Felicia, as well as Niana. You pick and choose. It still comes back to just me. So let's just jump into the elephant in the room. There was a lot of hoopla going on about the lunar eclipse. First of all, it was a shadow lunar, which wasn't a full on umbrellas lunar. There's different ones. So this particular lunar, depending on your calendar and depending on what time you were um, to be able to see it, was happening like on one calendar, and I saw it on my calendar too, and I was like, wait a minute, but I had to look at the time. One calendar was saying on the 24th full moon, and the other calendar was saying the 25th of a full moon. So it was like, which one is it? But it was just where it's the shadow type. It was just the dimming of the moon. Sometimes when a lunar eclipse happens, it has more of an reddish tone to it. So this one was more like the shadow type. So don't beat yourself up. I looked and watched and I just wasn't going to go chasing it because it was moving, going this way. And I was like, that means I have to go outside and go look up. And I don't feel like doing that. I'm in my pajamas. I'm going to bed. I'll just feel it from here. And that was a lot better for me, just being in the energy of it. Don't Trust me. Don't go beating yourself up. Oh, I missed it. Blah blah. No, you didn't miss. You didn't miss it. The one that is coming is the one that you need to really be concerned of. And why do I say it like that? Well, let's just jump right into the elephant that's in the room. Let's just dive into that. I'm going to say it like it is. Everyone's making up all of this energy for this solar eclipse. Okay. We've had for thousands of years solar eclipse, solar eclipse. Okay, so this solar eclipse happens to be one that's going to cause transformation. Rather it's in your life personally, rather it's as a collective, rather it's through the United States, rather it's around the world. Everything's going to affect the whole. It's not going to be like, oh, we're just the only ones that's going to experience things. No. Anything that takes place on our soil is going to affect the whole world, the whole consciousness. Which brings me to this lovely. What timeline are you signing up for? Are you signing up for the timeline that always has the repeat of fear and war and all of that? Or are you signing up for the higher one that says, okay, we're not doing this war thing. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. We're going to change this. Literally, we're going to change this because we can. Because we have it in us to change this. So that's where our mindset needs to be. It needs to be in that place of this is where we're going to change this. Not, oh, we're all just going to fall for the same thing the whole time, every time, and just do this whole thing. So I don't want anybody getting all weird about that. Hold on, let me grab my thing. Because everyone was just kind of like beating themselves up and having all this hoopkadacking and all this craziness going on over there. And I was just like, what is everybody hooping and hollering about? I just don't understand. What's all the hollering? You know what I'm saying? The hooping and the hollering? Okay, so, all right. So we're going to jump into something, but before I do, I have to tell you this dream. Okay, so in the dream, I, I, I'm looking at my car and I said, I'm not really too happy with the fact that the sun beat up just this one part of my car and it's fading. I think I'm going to go get a car strip to put on there, but I wanted to say something really interesting. I wanted to have something of like a bee on it, like like the honeybee, little things about the honeybees. I love the honeybees. Cotocote is one of the simis that is represented in the Tainos, and he represents the bees, the honeybees, the sweetness of life. Don't take it for granted. Don't get too much of it. You gotta have balance. Da 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 da. So I said, well, I would like to have one that says like a bee is in front of it and it says nice, be nice, or be blessed, or and then I saw be peace and love. And literally when I saw that, I said, oh, I love that. That would be perfect to put on my car. But what happened when I went to the guy to go get the sticker made, in the dream I'm saying, yeah, I wanted to have the honeycombs, I want the bee on it, peace and love, be peace and love. And he says, oh, I think I can make that for you. I think I can do that. And I said, yeah, that would be cool. So when I got the sticker, when he finally printed it out and I took it and I took the thing off, the whole thing comes to life and the bee comes out of the sticker and is flying all around me, and then peace and love is flying in the air. And I said, okay. So I wake up and I said, be peace and love. I like that. Be peace and love. Let's be peace and love. I go into today's kin, okay, because we did our 10-day one. So wait till I tell you what I got going on with us with the key and see if you want to do it, because once you start it, you got to stay with it. You can't go drop it, okay? And then after solar eclipse, once that hit, I need the warriors. Where are my warriors in Be So Light Tribe? Where are you? I need my warriors. The warriors, you need to come forward. So we, the priestesses or the goddesses that we are choosing what role we're playing right now and being a part of, we need our warriors to come forward. Yeah. Wait till I ask you what I need you to do. All right. So on the yellow cosmic warrior, it says guided by universal fire. That's today. Guided by universal fire. Fire. So I'm like, oh, so I go in and I read it on the phone. The one on the phone I really liked a lot because it had a lot of detail to it, and because I'm using my phone to talk to you, I can't pull it up. So I said, let me go into my calendar one and I'll read from there. So it says, okay, kin number 156. It says yellow cosmic warrior. Okay, so it's going to be looking like this. Okay, and it says, I endure in order to question, transcending fearlessness. I seal the output of intelligence with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of the universal fire. My color is yellow. The planet is Saturn. The chakra involved is the throat. Earth, family, cardinal. The key is still 55. A time-space is a matrix for the creative organization of intelligence according to the specific stages of cosmic evolution. There are innumerable supermental cosmic civilizations throughout the universe that are telepathically seeking receptive frequencies to establish communication. Okay, so today, hyper electrons, active telepathic is all in this area, and then the superconscious is mental is here, and then the fifth dimensional thermal force field is all the way around the head. That is part of the fifth dimensional activation here. Okay, so if you've been having like some pressure things going on here, that's because that's what's coming online. But wait, let me tell you what else is going on with this. So when I opened up the app on my phone and I look at the kin, and it comes up with first wording is be, peace, and love. I was like, OMG. So I was like, wow. So it was right there. But I'm going to read to you a snippet of this activation. And that was, let me see, that is 244. When are we getting that? I think it's 233. Yeah, it's 233. Okay. All right. So the yellow warrior, yellow south, ripened throat, left index toe. Okay, questions, intelligence, fearlessness. There's a reason why I'm reading this. Okay, because the energy, we just had a huge solar plasmic projection from the sun earlier this morning that's going to be impacting Earth. Every time when we get inundated with these divine creator codes of light, it's a key that unlocks something that has been locked down on you. It's a key. Okay? So many of you who are part of the Light tribe who have just went into the 30-day, the 10-day, you did 40 days tops, and you've been coming in and you've been doing the work. Okay? You made the conscious decision. I'm going to challenge myself to just show up and just do what calls, feels aligned to me, and that's what you did. So here's the thing. There's this part of us, when we do something, we feel like, oh, I accomplished this. Okay, so yesterday was the energy feeling accomplished. Yes. That doesn't mean to just drop the ball, because that's what we do. We feel good that we just made it, and now, oh, let's just go ahead and drop the ball now. No, 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 no. What do? You don't want to drop the ball, because you are in the momentum energy. I remember what I told you. This month is about the intention we're setting in place. Next month, when we go into the next um, moon cycle, that's going to be the manifestation of what you're setting your intentions with that divine Heka. Okay, so with this, it says questions, intelligence, fearlessness. Fearlessness is not a reduction of fear, but rather the capacity to go beyond fear. Going beyond fears begins when we examine our fear. In the Shambhala tradition, discovering fearlessness comes from working with the softness of human heart. Okay, so the spirit of the yellow warrior invites us to access divine guidance, circulate fresh analysis of our convictions to assure they represent our truth. All right? Confront uncharted terrain, exercise kin awareness, embrace challenges of recognizing it as the ever present gift of growth. Understand obstacles as opportunities to strengthen ourselves. Applied mindfulness and the will, the question, all appearances, reference points and information to gain deeper insight and intellect. Okay, question the comfort, fear in order to release their hold and transcend them. So this is a question I have for the divine warriors. Okay, and I'm talking to the divine masculine warriors. We as the divine feminine, we have our part that we play, but the divine masculine also has its part. This is the fire energy that's coming through. This is the representations of, yes, I have the energy to break free from what is holding me back, from what is causing blockage, what is causing me to feel as though I can't. I have the power to transcend this. That's this energy, what's going on. Okay. And here's the thing, a lot of people that can't handle this energy are going to be whoop, 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 having issues. Okay. They're going to have issues in their tissues. They're going to be like they can't talk to each other right. They're going to be acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Just know this moon brings out the lunatic mentality energy out of people. Doesn't make any sense, okay? So usually when something like this hits, you really have to be mindful of your words. You have to be mindful of places you go and things that you're seeing or what have you. Be mindful, because anything can just trigger somebody to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and be on the news later. So it's all because of the amount of energy we're being impacted. So we're talking about lunar. Now we're talking about the solar thing just happened with the sun. That's impacting us. And we're in this window. Now we got this lunar, which was the shadow, just a shadow that came in and is saying what part of your emotion, of the shadow of yourself, is still hiding in the shadows that you don't want anybody to know about, that you don't want anybody to see. What is that emotion that's still hiding in the background with you? Got your attention now, don't I? So here, this is what it's all about. Even though if you know what it is, this is the time you need to be like digging in there, clearing that stuff out, moving that ancestral and generational stuff out, because to be the warrior, you have to be able to stand in that fire of your divine self and be able to bring that through, that standing in that light of self. So this says the yellow warrior graph symbol represents a shield communicating you are an agent of the cosmic force. Be at home in this cosmic question mark. Integrate the three forces of mind, will, and spirit to pick up the staff of the galactic empowerment. I feel like I am like a queen that is taking the beautiful Excalibur sword, and I am telling each one of my soldiers, my warriors, and I'm giving them the blessings so they can go out and rise. It feels like that. So there is a lot of energy if you have the app. That's why I said at the beginning when we were doing this, make sure you have the app so you can go in and read that, because when you read it, it's the activation of that comes in. So with that being said, when we look at the tone energy that comes with that, it's the 13, and it's the cosmic tone. It's all about the endurance to transcend and the presence. The 13 is the key to the Mayan galactic codes of the fourth dimension time and to the annual lunation cycles by which Earth is guided by her solar path. 13 moons in motion, where 12 represents the cohesive formation of the sacred circle. So just know that this gets really intense in itself today. So today, tomorrow, it's going to be that intense. So when we look at what tomorrow signature is, I'm like, what's tomorrow then? It's going to be red magnetic earth, guided by navigation. So that's tomorrow. So there's just a lot going on. Okay, there's a lot. So I wanted to share that dream with you. And I also now want to jump into some good things. Are you ready to get started with the key magic? So, let me tell you something about your key. Your key has to feel good. It has to be beautiful. It has to be something that you're going to like. I put a picture of one of these keys. This key I found, and it was just laying there inside, what the heck is that called? Oh, the the U-Haul truck. There you go. Don't know why I did that. Just go along with it. It's been a long day. Okay. Yeah, just go along with it. So, so I saw it glowing in the corner of the truck. There was nothing in it, and I said, "What the hell is that glowing in the corner of the truck?" Because I was already traumatized because of my purple medicine cabinet that had already broke. So this was the other U-Haul truck I had to go get because everything had fell over in the first one, and we couldn't get the door open to unload it. That was some trauma that was quickly transmuted. Yeah. Anyway, here I am with you today, lovelies. So, this key was glowing in the back, and I said, "What the hell is that?" So I climb up, and I go and I look down there. Hi, lovely. And I looked down, and this key was there. And I said, "Well, I wonder what does this key go to?" And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, a magical key just like showed up." Oh. Okay, so you want your key to be something. You can have all kind of keys. I have all different kind of beautiful keys. Like I said, different kind of keys. Look at that. Okay, I have all kind of different brass keys. I have a Shango key. I got one of those. So you have to have a key that calls to you, that makes you say, "This feels good. This feels like a magical key." Da 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 da. Okay. If it's old and antique, fine. If it's something that someone gave you and it feels really good, great. But it has to be something that feels really good because we're getting ready to empower it. So let me tell you a little something about the key. When I was doing my research, I wanted to know a little bit more, like, other than the fact that I know why I have it, why I'm always attracted to keys. I know why, because it's part of my path. That's what I do. But when I really looked at the meaning of keys, keys represent the authority to open or close a door or a gateway, to have that opening. Now, if you go through the Bible, it's going to say spiritual authority to open or close the gates of hell or kingdom. I'm not interested in closing any kind of hell realm because you would have to be on the second dimension and third dimension to be dealing with that. And fourth dimension has that also. So we're not attracting that. We're not aligning ourselves with that, because what we're doing is taking a key and we're empowering it to unlock doors to opportunities, to create magical divine alignments to what's behind the door. What's waiting for you behind the door? What's right there behind the door? That's what we're looking for. So, keys are known to unlock hidden wisdom and knowledge, to grant access to deeper truth, divine connection. So I dug a little bit deeper, and as I went down that rabbit hole, I must say, I like some of the things that I found. So keys are linked to a personal growth and a development, to move past obstacles and barriers, to create new opportunities. So Hecate, which is the mother, the queen of witches, because she stands at the crossroads. When you are going through something and you can't make up your mind, she's the one that you connect with. Going to get my key. Okay, go get your key. Hurry up. So She's the one that stands at the crossway, okay, of the crossroads to help you make up your mind on what decision, which way you need to go on the decision. So she's the gatekeeper between the mundane and the divine realm. Okay? She unlocks the hidden pathways. She is the one. Now, I told y'all my story about the first time I met Hecate. And it changed my life completely because being a type A personality and in nursing where you're such a critical thinker all the time, you always have to have proof in the pudding. Show it to me, show it to me. I was always doing that. Show it to me so I can believe in it. Now I don't even say that anymore. Hell, they show me so much now I'm like, I got it, I got it, I got it. I don't no, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. Do it. Note it. So the next one of the goddess that has the keys. Now I like her. She's really interesting. So we got Mother Hecate. She helps you on your crossroads. Then this one is, I hope I say her name right and don't butcher it. Bruchetta. Bruchettia is a Celtic alpine goddess. She has 3 keys. Okay. She has 3 keys that she keeps on her belt at all times with her. So when she is in divine communication and there's inner journey, wisdom and transformation and wholeness that needs to take place, she has those keys. And her keys represent this. And I was like, I like this. Her first key represents birth. Her second key represents death. And then her third key on her ring represents rebirth. The keys correspond to the Celtic sacred triad, land, sea, and water. Okay? So I love how I just kind of went looking. And when we look at the key, it's all about protection and security, transformation and change, connection to the divine, personal power, and unlocking the subconscious mind. Okay, so here's the thing. This key is only going to be magical if you give it the magic and the permission to have that. Yes, Haru, yes. If you give it the permission to have that. Okay. So there are many others that represent the keys. Please feel free to go down into connecting to that. So right now you need to have your key. You need to have 1 tea light candle. You need to have a little bit of water or a little bowl that you're going to pour your water into. You need to have a little incense if you want. If not, don't panic. The water and the fire will suffice. Okay? Your words is what's going to be needed. So, I'm going to get a little bit safe right here. Hold on a second. Chabam. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to put you over here. All right, there we go. So, if you have like a necklace or something you're going to put your key on, that's great if it's going to be something that can support the weight of the key. Okay? So, you're not going to take your key and just do this work on it and then just leave it somewhere. You can power it up overnight when you're sleeping, but during the day, you want to have access to it. This is why I say you want to make sure you find pretty keys. Michael's has really cool keys to look at. Hobby Lobby has some really cool keys to look at. Just go into that jewelry section. Joann's, well, they just filed bankruptcy, so go get whatever you can get now from Joann's, because Joann is not going to be around much longer because they filed bankruptcy. So, it's really sad. Do you remember the days how we used to be able to go into the fabric stores and get all your fabric and stuff that you needed? And then it just started slowly happening. You know, slowly those favorite places just started disappearing. Okay, well, now Joann had to file bankruptcy. So if you have a necklace, great. If you have a cord, please make sure you get your cord. Now, here's two things that you can do with your cord. You can have it just as a singular cord if you want, or you can be creative like I'm going to be after I'm done with the video. I'm going to actually sit down and braid in a red with my purple, and I'm going to braid it. Okay, I'm going to have two pieces of the purple and one piece of the red. So, and the reason why I'm going to make sure it's a cord, because I'm a priestess. I have to have cords. I like my cords, okay? So, this is how you measure. And we keep everything in that magic, okay? You have it connected to you. Now, once you have your key, nobody else touches your key. It's the same rule when you have your crystals on and you wear your amulets and things. Nobody else touches those. Okay, especially when you see people going, "Oh, I like what you." I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm glad you like that. That's very nice. Yes, yes, I'm glad you like that." No, 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 don't touch, because I don't know. I don't know what mood you're in right now. I don't know if you're gonna transfer some ugliness into my stone. I don't. I no. .com. There we go. So you take and you're going to go from the middle finger, hold, up to here, okay? Up to that heart line. Drop it down to the heart, right there. So it's extended out to the arm, to the heart, okay? So it's connected. So this is about how much you want to have. If you want to make it a little bit longer, make it a little bit longer, but the main thing is have that covered. So give yourself a little extra if you're going to do the braiding out, okay? So I'm just going to measure. All right, here's mine. Okay, so I have 2 strands of the red, but I only want one red. So I'm going to take this extra one out and use it for something else. So now I have the 2 purple and the red, okay? There you go. This is my cord. Now, if you want to do this, you can. The reason why I say is because I plan on wearing mine for the duration of... Now, you want to know how long we're doing this for, right? I'm going to be nice. 15 days. There you go. 15 days. Don't panic. Don't panic. You want to know what day it ends on? It ends on the solar eclipse day. So come on now. Are we divine magical beings or not? I thought you would love that. Yes, 15 days. I had to count it out. You know me. I had to count it out. So, you got your cord. Okay? You got your bowl. You got your water. All right. Go over there, lovely. All right, so now you have your key. And we have the words of empowerment. I'm going to show you how to charge it all up. And you can use this same way that I bless up something. You can use it for your cards. You can use it for any necklaces or things that you're getting. You want to empower it and have that divine connection. But this is how I bless things up, from herbal medicines to candles to shampoos that you use in your hair to food to soaps you put on your body to oils that I anoint myself with. Yeah, this is how I do it. All right, so you have your tea light candle. Gonna go ahead and light this. Okay, light is in. So you're going to take your key. You're going to go ahead and light your incense. If you don't have incense, don't worry. If you have sage, use your sage. If you have Palo Santos, use your Palo Santos. And you're just going to swirl this into and around the key, letting the air, the smoke, get around that. Okay. All right. Then you're going to take and dip your fingertips into the water. And you're just going to gently bathe the water on top of your key. Just anointing it. And that the whole time while you're doing this, you have to keep in mind that this is your magical key. And you're just thinking. Okay? Holding that thought. Just hold that thought. Just take a deep breath. Exhale out. Okay, think of something else you want this key to be unblocking. What do you want this key to unblock? Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. Okay, what do you want this key to open doors of opportunities for? Is it for money, clients? Is it for abundance, prosperity? What is it for? I need you to get really clear what you're programming your key to be. Okay, got the thought? Breathe in. Blow it in. Okay. Anything else that you want to empower your key? I like my key to just be pure divine magic, connected to Source, Mother, Father, God, of the creation of infinite love, perfect divine timing, and alignment. That's what I want my key to represent. Okay, now you're going to take, and you're going to hold your key over the fire. And you're just going to let the heat of fire. Now remember, today's Ken is dealing with fire. You're just going to power it up with fire. Pass it through. As the light of the fire passes over my key, it brings all my desires. As the light of the fire passes over the key, it brings my desires. As the light of the fire passes over this key, it brings my desires. Okay? Now you just did smudge, you did water, you did fire. So your earth can be an oil, it can be a salt if you want, but I like to use an oil. I'm going to use an oil. And I'm going to use, where is it? Left my oil out. I'm going to use Triple Goddess. And you just shake it on there. Okay. If you don't have any special oils, you can use an essential oil or a perfume that you like to wear all the time. Or you can just use water. Remember, we don't complicate things. Magic is not magic if you're going to get complicated. Oh my God. Do you think our ancestors kept everything complicated? No, they did not. They made everything so easy. Just walking in the room was magic. There you go. Okay? So now it's oiled. So here's another tidbit. If you're making your cord, okay, anoint your cord with water and the oil also. But make sure this oil is not irritating to your neck because you will be wearing it off and on. Okay. So now the cord is blessed up. It's already been smudged earlier. So you smudge up your wonderful cord. If you're doing a cord, if you have a necklace piece, you can use that too. It all depends on what you want. But remember, the weight of the key has to be able to be supported on that chain or necklace. You don't want to use a really fine necklace and the weight is too heavy and it'll break, okay? So this is why I go with a cord, endurance, strong, okay? And just make sure you check the clasp on your necklace piece so that the clasp is connecting properly, okay? So now you've already anointed your key, chains, yes. You already did the water, you already did your incense to it and your sage. So now you're going to take your key and say these words. You're going to put it into your right hand, okay? Because you're sending the words into the key. If you're putting it in your left, you're receiving, but it's not programming it because you need to send the energy of what you're receiving, which is why I have the book in my left hand. I'm receiving the words. Now I'm sending it into my right, sending it into it, charging it, okay? So, key of divine light to doors of dreams, may all that I unlock becomes my positive reality. I am aligned, for I see all that the universe has for me. Because I have my key, I wrote it out now. By the power of 3 times 3 times 3, I am the divine magic as well as my key. So mote it be. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Aho, aho, aho. Jamo, jamo, jamo. There you go. I covered all the basics. Okay? So, let's do it again. Are you ready? Key of divine light to the doors of dreams. May all that I unlock becomes my positive reality. I am aligned, for I see all that the universe has for me. Because I have my key, by the power of 3 times 3 times 3, I am the divine magic as well as my key. So mote it be. Ashe, 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 aho, 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 jamo, jamo, jamo. All right. So now you have your key. You have already spoken it. Now your key knows. It already knows. It's like, oh, okay, I know what I'm supposed to be doing now. Now you're going to bless it. You're going to bless it to the east of air. I ask that the east of air bless this key. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit Keepers of the east. Thank you for blessing us. Spirit Keepers of the south of the fire, thank you so much for blessing this key. Thank you, Spirit Keepers of the south. Spirit Keepers of the west of the waters, thank you so much for blessing this key. Thank you, Spirit Keepers of the west. And Spirit Keepers of the north, thank you for blessing this key. Thank you so much for your blessing of this key. Creator of the Father Sky, thank you so much for blessing this key. And beneath my feet is Mother's belly, Mother Gaia. Thank you for blessing this key. As I bring it to my heart, I say the final words. Thank you for blessing this key, for it is now activated just for me. Done. So, your key is now has been charged up, blessed up. It has intention. So you can set more intentions into it by speaking over it. Show me the activation for this, or show me what I need to know by looking into this. So when you sit with your key, one of the things I want everyone to do with their key tonight is that you will go on a journey with your key. You are going to be able to just sit in the moment and close your eyes, and you will fall in love with the journey of the key. And it goes a little something like this. Close your eyes. Feel into beingness in this moment with your key. And as you are taking the key of your divine magical self on this quick journey to activating the key of your divine self, as you walk down the pathway, you find yourself in the moonlight of itself. The moonlight itself is blessing you to be able to see through the moonlight, revealing the path in front of your feet. And as you're walking, you realize there are several different doors on both sides of you. Some doors look old and tethered. Others look like not quite doors anymore. But then there are some doors that have locks on them and chains. And there's other doors that are solid steel that looks like no one can ever open them. As you continue on your journey, your path stops, and right in front of you is the door of doors. Only you can open this door, but it takes courage and strength to open this door. The other doors you saw along the way were just enough to get your attention of what might just be waiting for you on this path. And now you see it's the door of doors. You only have one key to open this door, but you must totally 100% believe that your key can open this door. As you reach for your key, with the breath you see your key, you give it the breath of life and blow on it 3 times. And as you guide the key into the lock, into the keyhole that is the mystery, you start to turn the key, knowing with all your divine alignment, you have the power to open the door of doors. And as you turn the key, there's a struggle. There's a click. There's a crack sound. There's a click sound again and again. You start to feel as though, can I open this door? And I'm here to guide you and tell you, yes, you can. Stand in your power in the light of who you are, for there is no door that is greater or smaller than anything that can keep you from opening it. There is no door that you cannot open. All you have to do is trust yourself. You insert the key once again into the key lock, and you turn it, and you turn it, and finally there's a click that allows you to open the door. You take your left hand as you are gently pulling out the key, and you push open the door. Look and see what is waiting for you. What is behind the door? What have you been searching for behind the door? What did you just unlock that you've been struggling with and been afraid to use your divine key to open the door? Step through the door and look and see what your door has unlocked for thee. May your eyes see clearly. May your ears hear clearly. May you feel clearly. May your heart be of joy and peace and love. May you feel whatever you see behind your door has always been there for you, waiting for you to take a hold of and to claim it. Now, claim what you have been looking for. And keep your key with you on all the rest of your journeys, on your pathways of where you go. Let this room, this space, wherever this door has opened up for you, be the most positive, beautiful, aligned blessing that has your name on it, your soul signature on it, your essence of everything that you desire on it. Let it be that of what you seek. Let it be bigger than what you ever thought it would be. Let it now speak to you. Let it be the gift to you. Let your divine key give you what you seek. I will leave you in this space, to be in this blessed space, to come out when you are done connecting to this energy, to come out from it and be able to write it down, to breathe it in, to feel it, to embrace it, and to know that the door of doors can always be open. You just have to trust and just know you have the key to open it. Be soul light. Be your divine light. And for the next 15 days, we are going to do a journey every day with the key to unlock anything that you've been stumbling on, fear, health issues, money issues, whatever that might be. They're not really issues. They're just timelines that you have forgotten to tell yourself, I'm not connected to that anymore. I'm choosing a different timeline. What a better outcome. Big difference. All right, lovelies. You have your magical key. You get to wear your key. You can sleep with your key underneath your pillow. You can go out on walks with your key, but be careful because you might get tested by the fairies because they just love metal objects. They just love to pick up things. So make sure you wear your key tight because they will just be laughing and snickering behind your back as they try to untie and take your key. They want to take it to their little kingdom and then hope that you will come and find your key with them. Make sure you keep your key. Keep it with you. These next 15 days, we're going to journey with the key. And the biggest door of all is going to be that solar eclipse. What is really behind that eclipse? What do you want to add into your life a positive alignment? Not all the makeshift stuff. We're flipping the energy, what we want that to represent. And when we have the solar eclipse, the next task, when that hits, is going to be 40 days that we will make a positive change on this planet. We do not need to have wars. Nobody needs to be dying just because history has always repeated itself. Well, maybe we can make a change. If you truly believe you can, it will happen. But everybody has to do it together. This is not one person can do this. This is a tribe. This is humanity can do this. If anything, do it for the children. Do it for them. I'll see you tomorrow. I know. But we're only going to take the ones that got their lights on. That's the main thing. The ones that have their light, we will bring the light up and grid it. Okay? That's how we have to do it. We can't wait for everybody. Honey, all this stuff has been going on for the past 2-3 years. You should have been on board a long time ago. So if you're just now waking up, when that solar eclipse hits, that's going to be that much more energy. If you're not in it to win it, bye. Those of us that are in it to win it, all aboard. Get on. Let's go. We don't have time to be wasting. There you go. All right, I've spoken. All of you have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll have something prepared for you to journey with your key. Have a great